deceived us for years by telling us that monsters existed only in fairy tales. Blacksmiths were trying to forge enchanted, powerful weapons for the knights to kill them. Master wizards strive to showcase the finest magic they can muster. But in this video, I'm gonna tell you about things so extraordinary that by the end of this video, you too will say, like I did, weren't monsters supposed to exist only in fairy tales? Yes, there really is a monster. But to prove it, I first need to take you to the city of Van in Turkey. But before we move on to the city of Van, I want to tell you where this city got its name from. For this, I'm taking you far back in time to the age of the Assyrians. Once, a young girl who worked at the temple discovered that she was pregnant. As the time of birth approached, she entered a cave near Labil and gave birth to a baby girl. One day, the young woman had to leave the cave for a short while because she was a temple attendant. When she finished her duties and returned, she was astonished by the sight that greeted her. The doves around the baby's head were placing the food from their beaks into the infant's mouth, feeding her. To keep the baby from getting cold, they nestled close beside her, trying to keep her warm. After this event, she named her daughter Semiramis, which in the Assyrian language means dove. Semiramis had grown into a young woman. Her legendary beauty eventually led her to marry the Assyrian king. One day, while returning from a campaign, Semiramis passed through the lands of Van. Her eyes caught a majestic mountain near Van's lush green valley and the nearby river. Enchanted by this sight, Semiramis turned to her soldiers and ordered them to build a city there. However, when it was time to return to her country, she entrusted these lands to a commander named Van and set out once again toward Assyrian territory. History books tell us that this is how the city got its name. Now that I've explained where the name Van comes from, I'd like to tell you about the striking carved images on the walls of the Christian church on Akdamar Island near Lake Van, images that are said to depict the Van Lake monster. The stone carvings on the walls of the Holy Cross Church on Akdamar Island are not merely decorative ornaments. Each one tells a story and reflects the beliefs, myths, and culture of its time. These carvings present a rich figurative narration of Christian sacred stories and scenes from the Bible and the Torah. Although some figures are associated by locals with legendary creatures, in their historical context, these reliefs are artistic representations of stories from sacred texts. So then, you may ask, what is this creature depicted in these ancient carvings by old artists? I came across a report on this subject by a Turkish news channel. I would like to show it to you with subtitles.
Van Gölü Canavarı dönem dönem gündeme geliyor biliyorsunuz. Bir şehir efsanesi olmaktan öteye de geçemiyor. Ama aynı efsane bugünlerde yine gündemde çünkü bir görüntü var elimizde. İzleyin. Acaba o mu, siz karar verin.
Bak. Bak siyah bir şey var. Evet. Görüyor musun? Aynen.
Van Gölü Canavarı'ndan bahsediyorlardı bize. Biz hani komik olarak algılıyorduk ama gerçekten ben cismi gördükten sonra hani olduğuna bir nevi inandım.
Canavara benzer bir şeydi. Bir tane dinozor gibi de yani algılayabiliriz yani.
Canavar efsanesi yine gündemde. Üstelik bu kez görüntü de var. Göldeki gizemli cisim merak uyandırdı.
Gerçekten orada bir şey var ama ne bilmiyorum.
Sanki ayakları çok uzun değil mi?
Nedir o ya?
Van Gölü çevresinde gezmeye gelen iki kuzen sudaki hareketliliği fark etti. Ardından da o anları kaydetmeye başladılar.
This time, our claims seem much stronger. According to what is being said, it is allegedly a strange, powerful-looking creature that is between 5 and 13 meters long, with a spiky back, a tail as thick as a tree trunk, black eyes, and that occasionally rises to the surface of the water. These descriptions are said to match exactly with the figures drawn in ancient times. What do you think? Could there still be creatures in our world today whose whereabouts we do not know? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments.